Hello, welcome to Global Business. I am Imewori Ohiomokai. Now, a lot has been happening, a lot of drama happening in the Nigerian economic scene. Let's talk about NNPC. You know that not quite long ago, about 2-3 weeks ago, there was a leaked memo by the Minister of State for Petroleum, Ibe Kachuku, to the president on alleging insubordination rather, on the NNPC Group Managing Director, that's talking about Mekanti Baru, and a contract of $25 billion, worth $25 billion, or contracts worth $25 billion that did not pass through him, and it seems to be overlooking his office. Of course, we know that the president summoned Ibe Kachuku and of course Mekanti Baru to come see him. After then, the NNPC came up with a response and said that, of course, the Minister of State has no power to be able or to go through all those contracts. Then there was a Twitter response by the Vice President's spokesperson saying that the Vice President, while he was acting president, approved those contracts. Same day, acting president, then Yemi Osinbajo, now Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, now says that he never approved any contracts, but only approved 2 loans. And just quite recently, the presidency has come up to say that there was actually no contract worth $25 billion. There are no contracts and there are no missing funds. So much drama. And this is even when the NNPC did not come out to say themselves that there was no contract. The presidency is defending the NNPC. Well, the defender of the NNPC is the presidency. The NNPC is under the presidency. So, well, they can't defend it. But Nigerians continue to watch that drama. Anyway, today I'm at the grounds of the National Judicial Institute. That's the place where judges come to learn. Even lawyers come to learn. Yes. And it's bankers talking with judges at this time. So we'll be looking at blockchain technology, of course, cryptocurrency. You've been hearing all the talk about cryptocurrency, those who want you to come join their clubs, or they just come to woo you. I'm sure you have been wooed before. Well, the judges and the bankers will be talking about that today. And in fact, in the next 2 days, to look at how this can work. Because they have all agreed that it is the new form of technology and Nigeria cannot be left behind. We have a lot on the program. Also on the program today, we shall be giving you excerpts from the Nigerian Economic Summit, the 23rd Nigerian Economic Summit that ended in Abuja about 2 weeks ago. We told you that we'll be bringing you excerpts from there, especially the plenary sessions. Very interesting plenary sessions they had at that summit. You'll watch that on this program. So I'll take a break right now. When we come back, we shall be talking to the president of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria and, of course, the registrar. Then, of course, the second vice president. We'll be looking at blockchain technology, looking at the issue of cryptocurrency, looking at all other legislations concerning these issues after this break. For the bankers themselves, what do they think about like cryptocurrencies, blockchain technologies? What's their own thinking?
The bankers need to key into the global trend. Because if the bankers don't buy into it or want to continue to do things the old way, then they will be left behind. And as you know, that the world is one global village today. So the thinking of the bankers is give us the empowerment to go along, and in doing that, make sure that you have dotted the T's and crossed the I's, looking at the enabling laws as of today. You have retouched those laws so that what the bankers will be doing by embracing the new technologies, new payment system will not be ultra-vires the existing laws. So the bankers are waiting for the necessary legislative empowerment for the necessary amendments to the various statutes for the enabling laws to accommodate the new frontiers.
Who bails the cart? Is it the bankers that should probably go through the CBN and let the law be established, or it is the government who shows the way?
The banking community has a role to play as led by the regulators, the Central Bank of Nigeria, Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation. Also, the Chartered List of Bankers of Nigeria has a role to play. Then we have other stakeholders in banking and finance. Even the judiciary itself has a role to play. The National Assembly has a role to play. So, necessary relevant bills could be generated from any of these arms. But the fact is, when we have this kind of disruption, any of those stakeholders could take up the responsibility. But one thing is certain, that in this part of the world, when you are approaching the National Assembly, it is always better to approach through an executive bill.
Would you say that banking community is well versed in this issue of blockchain technology and cryptocurrency, or the new frontiers, enough to venture into it?
There are new developments. Even globally, I don't think we have experts in those areas as of today. I don't think there are those who can claim expertise in these new technologies, new frontiers, new disruptions. So everybody is still learning, is learning by doing, even in the advanced economies, where some of them are getting well entrenched in their system, in their payment arrangements. I don't think the skills, the expertise in those areas, in the blockchains and so on, can be said to be perfect as of today. So there is the question of learning by doing, as is usually the case when there are disruptions to the orthodox ways of doing things. But like I said, if there's legislative empowerment, then people will learn. People will be forced to embrace the new ideas, the new insights. But because the law, as we have it today, has no provision, has no position for some of these disruptive tendencies that we are witnessing, that is why it appears nobody is taking anything serious, nobody is learning new things, nobody is prepared to do things the new ways. But let there be legislative empowerment. It's like when you are introducing new currency notes. If there is no public pronouncement, if there is no governmental sanction approving the use of such a note as legal tender, nobody will take it serious. But let that pronouncement be made. Everybody accepts the new currency. So it's the same thing. New ways of, new payment system, new ways of doing things. Let there be legislative backing. Then everybody will key into it.
This is the 7th edition of this conference or seminars. And the purpose is to bring, like they say in the academy, to bring the town and the GAN together. This time around, we are bringing the we and the currencies together so that we can understand each other. And the purpose is that, you see, more and more financial cases are being taken to courts. And if the judges are not in tandem with the current happenings in the banking industry, in the financial services industry, they may not be able to understand how to deal with such cases. And what we hope to bring out of it is that for the judges to understand more what we are doing, and for also to understand the intricacies of different cases, so that we would not just be condemning judges anyhow, and that they will also not undo financial cases like normal cases. So at the end of the day, we are trying to create a synergy between the courts and the banking industry.
So what's the position of the CIBN on people who come out to talk about cryptocurrency, who are not thoroughly bankers, but come out and say people should come join their clubs for cryptocurrency and sell bitcoins and all that? What's the position of the CIBN or probably the banking community?
Well, for now, I am aware of the fact that the central bank is putting all that is required together, and central bank will come up with a position very soon. You definitely have people who are very proactive when issues of these products like this come up. But of course, the regulatory institution will do the needful so that everybody will be in the picture. We have not come out to say, yes, we are joining in Nigeria, but all I am aware of is that the policy, the regulators, the operators, they are putting all that is required together to be sure that we get the benefit of it where we need it. And if we are not going to be, that they will make a pronouncement on it. This Chartered of Bankers of Nigeria, as a professional body, ours is to make sure that we prepare people professionally, we educate people, and we ensure that whatever product we are going to use, it's to ensure the soundness and the stability of the banking industry.
Still on global business, you may have heard that 100 billion naira was offered to the Ministry of Power, Works and Housing. Actually, the minister, Babatunde Fashola, collected that 100 billion naira check from Minister of Finance. And that 100 billion naira was from the Sukuk funds that was really oversubscribed. It was the Islamic fund or bond that was issued by the Nigerian government. And of course, 100 billion naira was gotten from that Sukuk fund. So 100 billion naira has been given for roads in the 6 geopolitical zones of the Federation. Last week we gave you a snippet of some of those roads, but we'll be telling you more of the roads in this program. Now, we told you that 16.67 billion naira is being shared for the 6 geopolitical zones, and of course that amounts to 100 billion naira for 25 projects. 25 projects in the 6 geopolitical zones. We have roads like the Kano-Katsina Road, the Benin-Ore Road, the Lokoja-Abuja Road. Some of those roads are in that project. But we'll let you into the details in this next report. For the 100 billion naira Sukuk fund, there are different projects, 25 in number. One of them is the rehabilitation and reconstruction of Enugu-Port Harcourt dual carriageway, the Section 2 from Umuahia Twa to Aba Township Rail and Road Bridge crossing in Abia State. Arab Contractors Nigeria Limited are the contractors for this project. It is worth 3.75 billion naira from the Sukuk Fund, and it's a 29,835 kilometer road. It has up to asphaltic concrete surface right now. Another is the dualization of the Lokoja Benin Road from Obajana Junction to the Benin Section 1, Phase 1, Obajana to Okene in Kogi State. The contractor is CGC Nigeria Limited, and it is proposed at 2.5 billion naira. It is a 14,300 kilometer road and up to asphaltic concrete phase as at the moment. The other phase is 39,500 kilometers, which is up to asphaltic concrete phase. The dualization of Kano-Katsina Road Phase 1, that's from Kano Town at Dawanau Roundabout to Katsina State border in Kano State. The contractor is CCECC Nigeria Limited, and it is worth 3 billion naira. It is a 19,970 kilometer road which has up to asphaltic concrete surface. Another project to be handled from the 100 billion naira Sukuk Fund is the rehabilitation of Enugu-Port Harcourt Road Section 4. That's the Aba to Port Harcourt in Rivers State. It is worth 3.5 billion naira, and it is handled by CCECC Nigeria Limited. It is a 10,000 kilometer road. It has asphaltic concrete surface. CCCEC Nigeria Limited is also handling the dualization of Yenigwe Road Junction, Koko, Otuoke Bayelsa Palm in Bayelsa State. It's a 3.5 billion naira road and it's 5.5 kilometer long. We'll be telling you more about the 100 billion naira Sukuk Fund in our next edition of Global Business. Are you a youth between the ages of 18 and 35? Do you want to be a beneficiary of TAP? Please answer these questions. What is TAP? What are the three structures of TAP? Send your answers to 070-1061-2949. This is a Global Business TAP project.
It's still Talking Point on Global Business, and we will be looking at a project known as the Farmer Entrepreneur. Peter Osalor will be joining us to look at this project. Peter is a tax expert, he's a chartered accountant, an author of several books, and an agriculture expert. Peter, welcome to Global Business.
Thank you very much.
Okay, the farmer, what is this about?
Yeah, for some years now, the farmers just think they are farming for as an hobby. They farm to just feed themselves. They have never looked at themselves as businessmen. And that was because we were no more depending on farming. Pre the oil boom, we were a agricultural-based country where we were exporting cocoa, palm oil. We were the biggest exporter of cocoa. And the agri was giving us over 80% of our GDP. So we are enough to feed, and we were the biggest exporter of palm oil, cocoa, rubber, ice and skin, cotton meat, everything. All of a sudden, that died. So farming was not dated to the village level. So farming was no more existing. We now spend over $24 billion importing food, and there's so much starvation in the country. Food insecurity. So we just said that, okay, since oil is gone, the oil is dead now. Before, oil was about $140 a barrel, it's now about 40 to 50. And how much is the cost of production? So you can see what is the margin. The margin is very, that's why we have this economic hardship in Nigeria. So how do we get out of this? We now have to go back to our roots. And the easiest way to do that is farming. So the government are woken up to the fact that we can't even mine. We are losing $53 trillion a year because we cannot mine. Mine is very expensive. We lost the industrialization drive. We have something like a Jakarta steel mill, we have a larger steel mill, we have iron ore in the Kogi, all have died. Do you know that's even paying the employees of a larger steel mill about $3 billion a year? So the country is in a retreat. So how do we get out of this? The government now had the policy in a book called the Green Alternative. They had a guy called Adeshina. He now start thinking of how we can add value to our private products from cassava. We can get bread. Then I was thinking, look, man, farmers should start thinking like entrepreneurs.
Okay, now that we want to say most people have moved from the rural areas into urban areas, and now the government is pushing people to go back into farming. Somebody like me who hasn't had a hoe in a long time, how do I become an entrepreneur in farming?
That is what look. Farming is what we call agribusiness. There's something they call value chain. Stop thinking of farming as only just go to buy land and We're not talking of mechanized farming. And you can be anywhere in the value chain. Before the food leaves the farm to your table, it goes through a process. You have transporters, you have processors, you have people that manufacture fertilizers, you have marketers. There's all this and they agree, so you can fit in into any of those. So those things farming just buy a farmland and cutting with the collapse on your own. No, it's gone. We can join farming or agribusiness and be any part of the value chain, and you're very comfortable. You don't have to have farmed before. I've not farmed before, but I've seen farm in the village. I've seen my grandparents' farm. You must have seen your grandparents' farm. It's something we are all familiar with, and it's easier to go back. So there's a book called The Farmer Entrepreneur. It's a book. In this book, I put the A to Z, how to start farming from no experience at all. By the time you read this book, you can start farming.
All right, let's talk about the agribusiness roundtable. There is an agribusiness roundtable that
yes.
is being taught out, and it's
Exactly.
supposed to be an annual event? Or
You know,
tell
the
us about that.
agri-based roundtable is anchored by an NGO called Success in Your Business. Success in Your Business is a UK-based NGO approved by National Planning Commission. These guys their purpose is to give birth to entrepreneurs, because we believe entrepreneurs are the people that can help us to eradicate poverty, because entrepreneurs will create jobs. So the Success in Your Business, the NGO, have decided that every year we shall be holding this agri roundtable where we will be bringing consultants from abroad, we bring in financiers from everywhere. We are partnering with Mr. Greek, Bank of Greek, so that the youth can actually come and talk to people and see that family is friendly. So it's going to be an annual event just to put a drive in the system. Let the youth be aware that farming is fun. Farming is no more tied to being an illiterate. We are talking of 21st century farming, which is highly mechanized. You can even use information technology in farming in the value chain. So the agri is a conference where we teach people how to go into the farm business, how you can key into the agri value chain, and we tell you the amount of money you can make from farming. Farming is loaded with money. Some products can now give you more money than oil. Cocoa makes more money than oil. And soybeans make more money than oil.
All right, let's talk about the agri-business. When is this year's event holding? And I'm sure you're also targeting youth, because we have so many youth who are unemployed.
Exactly. We are holding this conference 24th of October 2017 in Sheikh Musa Yadua's Center. And we are bringing in the youth corpers, about 100 corpers are coming in there. We are bringing students from Abuja University, because we want the youth to find farming friendly, to find farming swaggerlicious, because those youth, they like everything that is swagger. So they want to tell you that there's swagger in farming. So come there. That's where the future is.
Okay, one also want to say, as a farmer entrepreneur, you can probably start from within or around your environment. How can that happen?
Look, you start small and grow big. You can go to some like Suleja and lease or rent a farmland. How much do you rent farmland? Then buy 3 plots of farmland, start growing okra or ugu. Then join the farming cooperative. You are smiling, because the farming cooperative will ensure they buy from you. So you produce, the buyers are there, because they know the market. Is that easy? And I know a girl in Abuja, she works about child farm in Suleja. She makes about 1 million naira in every 2 months. You're just farming. And she's very happy. She left the bank, and she now finds farming so attractive. So you can actually lease farmland. So it's not too capital intensive. Then you be at level, then you join a farming cooperative.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Peter Osalor, for your insights on the project, The Farmer Entrepreneur. And that's it. You heard from Peter Osalor. He's told us that you don't necessarily have to be a farmer with your hoe and cutlass before you can make money in farming. You can find yourself in the value chain and you will be smiling to the banks. So look for where you can fit in and make money. The government said that we have to go back to farming. So find where you can fit in and make money. That's it on Talking Point.
This will wrap it off on Global Business this Monday. Remember, we have brought you events and issues that have taken place in the past few days. And of course, I know that you have learned and you have enjoyed every bit of it. We do this program Mondays 2 p.m. for our national audience, and for our international audience, it's on Wednesdays. I am Imewere Ohiobokai, and remember, I always love doing business with you. Let's do it again next week.